A router can create incredibly clean edges and perfect profiles. But one small mistake can ruin your workpiece or make the tool difficult to control. And some router mistakes are so common, woodworkers don't even realize they're making them. Here are 10 router mistakes you should avoid. The first mistake is using the wrong router bit. Different bits are designed for different jobs. A straight bit, round over bit, flush trim bit, and pattern bit don't perform the same way. Choose the bit based on the cut you're actually trying to make. Another mistake is installing the bit incorrectly. The bit needs to be properly seated in the collet and tightened according to the manufacturer's instructions. Don't insert it too shallow, and don't leave an unnecessarily large amount of the bit exposed. A secure setup is essential before the router starts spinning. Another common mistake is trying to remove too much material in one pass. Deep cuts can make the router harder to control, increase the load on the bit, and produce a rougher result. For larger cuts, make multiple controlled passes. Let the router remove the material gradually. Feed direction is another important mistake. A router bit spins in a specific direction, and the direction you move the router matters. Moving the router in the wrong direction can make it pull or climb unexpectedly. For standard handheld routing, follow the manufacturer's recommended feed direction and keep firm control of the tool. Another mistake is moving too quickly. If you rush the router through the wood, the bit may not have enough time to cut cleanly. You can end up with burn marks, rough edges, or an uneven profile. Move at a controlled, steady speed. But moving too slowly can also cause problems. Keeping the router in one place for too long can generate heat and create burn marks. Keep the tool moving consistently, and avoid stopping unnecessarily while the bit is cutting. Another mistake is not securing the workpiece. If the board moves while you're routing, the cut can become inaccurate and difficult to control. Use appropriate clamps or work holding, and make sure the material is stable before you start. Dust is another problem. Routing can produce a surprising amount of fine dust and chips. Use appropriate dust extraction whenever possible, and wear suitable eye and respiratory protection based on the material and conditions. Another mistake is using a dull or damaged bit. A sharp, properly maintained bit usually produces a cleaner cut and reduces unnecessary strain on the tool. Inspect the bit before use. If it's damaged, don't use it. And finally, don't rush the setup. Before switching the router on, check the bit, check the depth, secure the workpiece, clear the cutting area, and make sure your hands are positioned safely. A router is powerful, but precision comes from control. Use the correct bit. Install it properly. Take multiple passes when necessary. Feed the tool correctly. Keep a steady speed. Secure your work. Control the dust, and inspect your equipment. These simple habits can make routing cleaner, more predictable, and safer. What's the biggest router mistake you've ever made? Burn marks? A bad profile? Wrong feed direction? Or a bit that wasn't set up correctly? Tell me in the comments. And subscribe for more practical woodworking tips, tool comparisons, workshop mistakes, and DIY projects. Thanks for watching.